Each one of us has a massage gun at home and we need to work on our back, but sadly, we do not have that mobility to get back there. I got my massage gun, and I'm probably gonna get this name wrong, but Sytaimm sent me their massage gun holder. So this is gonna help me get into my back. I'm gonna open it up and use it and tell you what it's all about, but let's go ahead and get right into it. Did come in a box, nothing too crazy. Then from there, everything is a little bit bubble wrapped. We got the handles. It's kind of like a hard foam at the end. And of course, you do need two of them. I did try something a little bit different with the lighting here, so definitely let me know how it looks and if you like it. If not, I'm just gonna go back to my old lighting. Oh, I thought this was sticky, but right here comes a little fabric type, almost like a faux leather, so that's gonna be holding on to the handle of the massage gun. Then of course we have the other half of that, and we have all the hardware here as well. So let's go ahead and build it. So the instruction manual is here. Says it only really takes 3 steps. Maybe step number 1 might be taking off these little plastic pieces. It takes a little bit to line that up. There are some red pieces. Ooh, I do like the color of that, to be honest. This is gonna help us put together these extra pieces here. I do like the red and black aesthetic. And I also do have a lot of different massage guns that I've gotten over the past couple of years from reviews. So I'll also be trying out a couple of different form factors just to make sure they work with all of them. I'm kind of just slightly putting on the screws now. They do give you an Allen wrench to tighten it up a little bit more, but I'll do that once I get all the screws in. That's side number 1. So these red adjoining pieces do come in a little bit of an angle, so you can only put them on the one way, so it does have that full circular back pattern to it. Definitely might be a little too dark with the lighting, but let me know how it looks. I might like the aesthetic. I don't like this shadow over here. It's like it doesn't come with any extra screws. I think I'm a fan of that. I actually built something for my daughter relatively recently, and there were some extra screws, and great grandma was like, oh, there's extra screws. You might have done something wrong. It might not be working. I'm like, no, everything's all right. No, there's extra screws. You might have done something wrong. It was fine. And talking about that, yes, there are extra screws. Got its little Allen wrench right here that you're gonna put into each one of these screws to tighten them up. So hopefully there won't be any of these screws coming loose, as they say. Of course, with a lot of the vibrations and all that, you definitely probably want to tighten down pretty hard. Looks like you really only have to do one pass. As you tighten through, you don't have to continue to go back to continue to tighten. All right, and with that, it is done. All you would have to do is kind of slip it around your back. Of course, it would have to actually have the massage gun on it, but I think at this point, everything seems pretty good. I'm gonna first put the first one on right here with you, and then I'm gonna go up and show you how it's utilized with the different ones upstairs with a little bit more space. So as you can tell, this kind of slips right into here. And it does look like you do have to take both sides off here. And now I'm just gonna do my first test here. It's not really the most secure since we are using those nuts. And this is one of my louder ones since this is relatively old. So work with me here, around my back. Ooh, that's delightful. Oh, you wish you can get your back without any help of your significant other, of a roommate, of a training partner. Oh, this is awesome. But let me get into a standing position, might be a little bit easier. So like I said, I do have a lot of ones that I've had from previous reviews, and now we are gonna get into the 8-Away Pro. So they got at me a little while back. This does have a little bit of a thicker handle, and we'll see how this one is utilized on it. Due to the fact of how thick this handle is, of course, the bolts didn't go all the way through, so I didn't need to utilize that, but let's go ahead and turn it on. This is a lot quieter of a device. I mean, the old one I had was pretty darn old, but it is at full speed right now, full torque, and you really can still hear me, which is great. So again, oh yeah, that is, sorry about the weird noises, but as you can tell, you can really get in. It's more of your mid back, and let's go ahead. Ooh, you could really get into your glutes as well, digging in there. Let me try to get into the upper back a little bit. I'm gonna try a different angle here. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So it does look like you can get into the entirety of the back with this thing, as my entire vision is shaking from how intense this is. But, ooh, I really am enjoying this product. I mean, I do have different ones I can utilize, so I just want to make sure they fit into ones that you might have at home. My next one right here is an Oloski. This is a cheaper brand. I think this is only about $40, but again, it does have a pretty thick handle. Actually, I'm not even gonna do this one. It's relatively cheap, but also it shouldn't be a problem. It's the same thing as the Ached Away. Now something I'm relatively interested in. Alljoy sent me out this little guy. It's more of a mini massager. It doesn't get as high intense as the other ones, but as you can tell, this is a little bit smaller. So I am wondering if this is going to fit onto it. All right, the Alljoy fit on fairly well. Again, didn't go all the way through. I still have these bolts in here at the top just because I had them there already, but we could turn this on. Again, this is a little bit smaller, so it doesn't get as intense, but it is on there, no problem whatsoever. And slipping it right to my back. Yeah, definitely, I can still see fairly easily with this, and of course I could still get down into my glutes, which I worked hard yesterday, so this is a nice feeling. These tend to kind of come off a little bit every so often, which is a little interesting. The other side, not so much. Now I'm getting into my upper back, no problem at all. Let's get into my lats a little bit. These are also a little bit harder to hit, so yeah. Really get into your lats a little bit. Again, this can kind of almost die on you since it is so much smaller. Overall, pretty solid device. Yes, I wish these didn't slip off as easily. And yes, I wish I didn't have to tighten these too much. All right, so what are overall my thoughts on this? So I'm happy to have it now. It's gonna be great for me. I mean, the old Theragun that it didn't fit too well with right here is a pretty thin handle. As you can see, I can kind of wrap all the way through on that handle, but then I could utilize this thicker portion as well if I needed to. I had that happening. I was a little bit surprised that it fit the Alljoy without any real issue, as this really isn't even that thick of a boy, but it's very helpful, especially if you don't have anybody who can work your back with these guns. And the back typically just doesn't get as much love. It's easier to attack your quads, your hamstrings. You can get your glutes a little bit with this, but as you can tell, I can still get a relatively full grip around this, but your mileage may vary with how it works. But if you were looking to purchase this, I am gonna be shooting you down to a link down below, and a little bit of that purchase is gonna help me grow my channel. And also comment down below which one of these lighting patterns you liked earlier. I turned on the backlight, so it's a little bit different lighting the second time through. Let me know how that is.
Hey guys, I did want to let you know this is a sponsored video by the company, even though they did pay me to review this item. All these thoughts are my own, and I do think this is a great buy for you guys.
But if this video was helpful for you guys, please smash that like button. If it's really helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be one of the first ones to know when my newest video comes out. But as always, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.